There's no doubt that we'll be loose with the truth on this program, so we've been strongly advised to issue this disclaimer. It is not the intent of this show to provide insightful content, as the data and information given here is for entertainment purposes only and is likely to be fictional and farcical. You must be present to win. Humor, if there is any, will probably be juvenile, crass, or crude, and it is not recommended for children under the age of 12, adults, senior citizens, animals, plants, or dead people. All models are 18 years of age or much older. Absolutely nothing said, hinted at, or inferred on this show should be a substitute for professional advice. Don't say we didn't warn you. Hard-hitting, late-breaking news, weather, and sports. Welcome to the evening edition of Bella Vista Moments. Filling in this evening for the vacationing Razorback, would like to welcome the newest member of our news team, Dusty Fields. Dusty comes to us from Pawnee City, Nebraska, where she once held the title of Miss Pig Trough.
Are you having a Bella Vista moment, or are you ready?
Go ahead. I'm just really fried today.
Greetings, citizens, and welcome to
Fried like a pork link sausage.
Bella Vista Moments, Bella Vista's top-rated
Fried like an over-easy egg.
news, weather, and sports show. And if there aren't any more interruptions, we'll probably fit in some special features too. But first, as your anticipation grows, here's a word from our sponsor.
Friends, County Line Taxidermy and Smoke Shop would like to introduce their new business, Precious Pet Preservation. What do all these old pals have in common? Well, I'll tell you. They're all sniffing that great fire hydrant in the sky. While they're now devoid of life, they could have been made lifelike by Precious Pet Preservation. Using the latest stuffing techniques and proprietary tools, they can put your pooch back on the porch. Miss your walkies? Well, ask Precious Pet Preservation about adding their exciting four-wheel option. Just a tug on the leash and your past pet glides over any surface. Easily affordable with many payment plans. Call now. Refrigerated trucks are in your neighborhood daily. Precious Pet Preservation. Forever is a long time in dog years.
And now for the news. The federal government's Cash for Clunkers program has upset a huge number of Bella Vistans. They're all worried about whether their Buick is included. We're sad to report that many of our community's Buicks are now toast. Those included are LeSabres, Electras, Park Avenues, and Roadmasters. If you are the owner of one of these vehicles, you're urged to do the right thing and junk it now while it still has some small value.
Terrible news, Will. And continuing in that direction, huge mobs of up to 5 people on at least one Bella Vista street were reported protesting the results following the past POA general election. After police arrived, 2 people were found lying in the street dead, although further investigation showed they were the standard natural cause deaths that are so frequent here. Only time will tell when these ugly protests will end.
Way to call it, Dusty. In other POA news, the Recreation Committee met in emergency session after Friday's situation at the Reardon Tennis Complex. There, a male player wearing boxers and short shorts squatted down to pick up a ball. The view, according to one committee member, was appalling, just appalling. The full committee hoped to come up with a warning term that might save the offending player undue embarrassment while alerting spectators to shield their eyes. The first attempt, "The tomatoes have left the salad," was deemed to be certainly descriptive but too graphic for some. Gaining consensus was, we want to see you here, we don't want to see you there.
Thanks, Will. I'm glad they didn't let that hang on too long. The other news, the Agricultural Control Committee, tasked with finding a way to differentiate our various town areas, has decided on specific mandatory paint colors for our different communities. So we now have Scottsdale Sienna, Dogwood Dusty Denim, Kingswood Kiwi, Birksdale Beige, with an alternate color here, Liver Spot Brown, and finally, Highlands Hosta. Beginning in 2010, all new construction or repaints must include the community color, however vulgar or crass it may be. Certainly, a colorful move by the ACC, Will.
Rounding out city news comes the announcement that the zoning board has ruled on what businesses will be at the first interchange south on the bypass from Missouri. To be called the Highlands, it will have a Flying J truck stop on one side and a Love's truck stop on the other. Next to the Flying J will be a truck wash for chicken and hog haulers. Next to Love will be an adult movie and novelty shop. I'm sure everyone will agree that's just what's needed in that underdeveloped area of town.
So true, Will. And now, that sister of sunshine, that siren of storms, summer rain with the weather.
Hi, Mama. This is Summer. Guess what? I have some really good news. I'm getting married. Yes, Mama, again. Well, but Mama, this time I'm marrying a really nice Corvette. I mean, a really nice man with a Corvette. It's so sleek and shiny. Yes, Mama. He does have a pickup, too. Oh, Mama, tell Daddy yes, it's a dually. I mean, after all, I do have some standards. But, okay, I'm so glad that you and Daddy are going to just love him. I mean, he's just so sweet, and you just cannot believe this car of his. Anyway, the reason I'm calling, Mama, is I was wondering, could you send me my wedding dress that's up in the attic? Yes, Mama, I know white's for new brides. Yes, Mama. Well, but Mama, he's kind of new to me. Mama, oh, Mama, just send me the dress, would you please? Thank you, Mama. You're just so sweet. Well, I got to go now because I have to give the weather report to all these wonderful Bella Vistans. Okay? Okay. Okay, Mama. Well, give Daddy a kiss from his baby girl, okay? Bye, Mama. You know how mothers are. She's probably on the phone right now calling somebody, ordering pulled pork for the reception. But what do you do? Okay, well, it is exciting. I am just so excited that I met this wonderful man while I was out looking for the weather rock at the dam. Among all those other dam rocks, I finally think I found it. But I don't know. Anyway, while I was out there, I saw this little Corvette. It just kind of caught my eye, you know. And the guy in it was kind of cute. Anyway, he comes up to me and he says, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Well, I'm looking for a special rock." And he says, "Well, sweetie, you come back to my place and I got a couple rocks I'll show you." And I thought, but you know, it was just right. And in fact, he gave me a really nice rock. But right now, it's being put in the setting, so I don't have it to show you this time, but maybe next time. I see my executive producer, the Mr. Big Guy, is going like this. And if I remember right, that means speed it up. Okay, so we have had some awful weather. It's been nice and sunny, but oh, the humidity has just been awful. Anyway, let's go to the Super Doppler Majiggy and see what our forecast is going to be in the future. Here we go. How about 2 out of 3? Does that make sense? Well, looks like we're going to have a cool down, maybe about 65 degrees. Won't that be nice? Now, let's get over here a little bit. And it will be cloudy. Ooh, a break from all that sunshine. I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to say hello again to all my Bella Vista friends after my little sabbatical that I had. And I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Please write any letters with any questions about the weather rock or anything to do with the weather or my upcoming marriage. Woo! Any ideas, any suggestions? What should I wear? Woo! Anyway, I gotta go. So, you guys take care, have fun, be safe, and shake the hand of a veteran. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, and congratulations again, Summer. And now a down-home look at farming with our chief farmer, Don Gier.
Hey, it's me, old Don Gier with the Farm Report. We all got a great growing season going, or what? I'm here to tell you that that darn corn is already way over your knees for the 4th of July. And if you're putting enough water on your tomatoes, they're going to be the size of melons. We all had just our fill of rainfall, and with this here sun, almost every crop is a sure winner. Shucks. I hear an old boy over in Decatur got some peas in his pods as big as marbles. I must say that on a bad note, you boys that got into planting them rutabagas are sure having problems with those rocks. As far as livestock's concerned, a herd of cattle couldn't have more grass to eat, and they're filling out just fine. I also hear that you poultry farmers are making a darn killer raising those capons. There's a lot of people that like them, and you don't take much to feed them. On a closing note, our own Candace Vista told me lamb was going to be the new white meat. So I went out and visited this old boy raising sheep. They sure are furry little critters, and I can see how you can get attached to them. He told me there was good money in it, and when I was leaving, one of them followed me out. That guy picked up a hoe and came after me just a flying. Think I'd stole his wife or something, but I made it to my trucking time. It just shows to go ya. Nothing can outrun a deer. See y'all next week.
I think I'm glad you made it, Don. Thanks. Now, let's take a short break to collect ourselves.
Men, there's finally a razor that will get through that thick stubble of your aging beard. A local retired tool and die maker has invented a super sharp razor for just that problem. Here with more is the head of our sports department, Roland DeBird.
Boy, you got to really watch it with that new razor. A little slip like I had this morning and off comes your head. I just hope I can get it put back on before my regular broadcast.
New to Bella Vista is Presley's Confectionery. Lisa Marie, the pretty and robust owner of this new establishment, states she has finally found her father's long-lost recipe for peanut butter and banana sandwiches. Her shop features a wide array of puff pastries and the famous jelly donuts. Presley's may be found just next to the Curves location at Town Center. And speaking of jelly donuts, here's our own Deputy Bernie Fike with a police report.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Elvis has left the building.
Okay, this is Deputy Bernie Fike reporting to you from the Segway training site on the west end of Bella Vista. As you know, the Bella Vista Police Department is on the cutting edge of all new technology to help make our department more efficient. Part of the Segway program is part of that program altogether. This particular Segway is called an interceptor model. It's used by police departments and it's capable of doing 35 miles an hour. 35 miles an hour should be sufficient to catch about 95% of the speeders in Bella Vista. It's also very maneuverable. We should be able to swoop down on any jaywalkers and pick them up when they get halfway across the street. Can you see old Mother Goose walking across the street with her walker, and we'll be able to just swoop right in there and give her a ticket before she gets to the other side of the street. It's a wonderful machine. Okay, but before we show you more about this particular Segway, we're going to turn away now and show you some other sites on the training grounds here. Thank you. Okay, we're back again. Now I'd like to take you on a little demonstration ride. We have a pole attached to the side of the Segway with a remote camera mounted on it, so you can follow me along as we go for our drive. First, we have to make sure we have the proper safety attire on there. A helmet's always required when we're in a serious situation. This is a padded helmet. It's made especially for Segway operation. Okay, now we're ready. Now to use a Segway, to make it go forward, you just push on the control bar like this, and now we're going forward, nice and slow. This is about 5 miles an hour. Very good. Now we're going to stop. Okay, we've stopped. Simple enough, isn't it? Now we're going to go backwards. To do that, I just pull back on the control, and now we're going backwards. Okay, when we get to a certain point, I'll just release that, and now we've come to a stop. Simple enough, and we're going in a little circle. Okay, we're back to straight. Now if we want to go left, we can push the control to the left side, and we're going in a little circle there. All right, now we're back to stop again. Okay, this particular Segway, being a police interceptor model, is capable of burst speeds up to 70 miles an hour if you push the control rapidly in that direction. However, we're not going to do that for this exercise. Okay, let's begin by picking up some speed. Okay, now we're up to about 20 miles an hour. You feel the breeze? This is really pretty nice. Okay, going a little faster. Whoa! Well, that was kind of close. I think that was a chuck hole there. Great, all right, now we've got that down. Now we're stopping again. Now I'm going to take you up to the maximum speed of 35. Here we go. Okay, can you see this? Okay, we're at 35 now. This is great, isn't it? Wow. Oh no, an armadillo! Ah! Okay, Ray, back to you.
Thanks, Deputy Bernie. And it looks like you could use some help. Do you want me to ice down my tiara and put it where it hurts? No? Well, okay. Now on to sports with Roland DeBird.
Hey, sports fans. Thank God for the duct tape. I got the head put back on okay. It seems to work alrighty. Okay, let's get to the sports for this week. A week from Sunday, the second annual Pontoon Polo matches will be again held on the Lake Aluman. There will be two events, the 15 to 30 horsepower and the 30 to 50 horsepower vessels. Each may have one driver and one clubber. Oars, or clubs, which may not exceed 8 feet in length. There will be a penalty this year for breaking the beach balls. The east side of the lake will be closed to the general public for these games from 1 to 4 p.m. This year, all the participants must sign a waiver as well as having a proof of the insurance and the proper flotation devices. This will be one wet and wild time. The new proposed sand volleyball courts at Branchwood are already getting great reviews. We understand the first scheduled Topless Tuesday in both the women's and the mixed double flights have oversold admission forecasts. These revenues have already surpassed the golf income for this year alone. I would be reporting live on the opening night, and we also hear that the supporters already want the POA to erect bleachers, and the oppositionists are yelling they won't have a place to park their carts. The POA committee has announced that all golf course employees are more than happy to pick up forgotten or lost clubs and return them to the respective pro shops. They would ask players, though, to try and remember which course you played before calling the pro shop and then complaining your club isn't there. Maybe you should write it down where you played last, eh? Remember, you can't beat the fun for having a good time.
Great show. And you're first, Dusty. Was it as good for you as it was for me?
Oh, Will, I'll never forget it. But before we go, I'd like to remind viewers that brain cells come and brain cells go, but fat cells live forever. Who wrote that? Good night, everyone.
And now, an important announcement from our station manager, Miss Zelda Mae Beebe.
Due to the recent overexposure following a celebrity's death, the news director for our show would like to introduce Bella Vista Moments Fair Death Reporting Policy for celebrities and politicians. The following rules will apply to Bella Vista Moments news programs. Presidential deaths will have a 5-minute story on day of death and 3 minutes on day of funeral. Class A celebrities, 3 minutes day of death, 1 minute day of funeral. Class B, celebrities, 1 minute day of death. Wannabe celebrities will be mentioned on day of death or sometime after we learn of the passing. For clarification, a Class A celebrity is someone that actually brought people together. A Class B celebrity just thought they brought people together. Bella Vista Moments hopes this policy will allow you, the viewers, to get on with your lives without the overkill of redundancy. Thank you for your support of this program.
Will was a junior partner for 35 years with the law firm of Lowe, Ball, and Lynch until an alleged disbarment issue ended his law career. The jury is still out on that story. We at this station believe in fresh starts, and also we had only one other applicant for the position of co-anchor. That applicant was Ray Zurbach. Ray sold used cars at various car lots around northwest Arkansas. One day he decided that his mouth might stay permanently puckered from talking about all those lemons he had for sale and decided to look for other work. He jumped at the chance to come to this station. Summer was the top waitress at the Jane Cafe in Jane, Missouri. Due to the close tables and the fact that she jiggled so much when delivering her orders, they had to let her go. She is a recent graduate of the Alan Tipper Gore School of Meteorites and Global Hot Flashes. Roland was a mid-minor golfer on the Swedish Golf Tour. He was dropped from the tour for slow play. He was so slow that snow would drift over his golf ball on the tee box. We have enrolled Roland in a speed-speaking course at the community college. Deputy Bernie Fike was a bomb diffuser for the Raleigh, North Carolina Police Department for 15 years. Upon advice of the department psychiatrist, he was forced to relocate to a quieter area. He is now Chief Deputy of Bella Vista and is organizing an elite forces bomb squad for the department. Thank you for watching Bella Vista Moments. If your initial opinion is, these people are in some serious need of help, you're absolutely right. We are. If you have a little bit of time and a big sense of humor, come join us. We need writers, prop and production assistants, and special segment ideas and coordination. Just call Channel 16 at 855-4040 and leave your name and number. We'll have one of our more rational people call you. From all of us at Bella Vista Moments, it's been fun.